What's up, and welcome back to another episode of Shed Show. This is episode number 2, and today I'm going to be taking you along with me to Hawaii. So went to Hawaii this year, and we spent 3 weeks there. We had a great trip. One of the best trips I've ever been on, honestly. We bow hunted for several weeks. I was able to take a pile of deer and bring home a bunch of axis deer meat, which in my opinion is one of the best meat on the planet. And I've been eating on it ever since. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but there's a little bit less of me here now. Doing the carnivore diet, I've lost a bunch of weight, and it's really helping my hunts out, helping me get out in the hills. But I'm going to show you some of the action from Hawaii, and then I am going to get out of here and go hunt some elk of my own. Season has started here in Utah, and it's time to get after it. So let's dive into another episode of Shed Show. Thanks for being here. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. So welcome to the wilds of exotic Hawaii. We're here hunting axis deer with our bows, some of the hardest animals to bow hunt on the planet. So in this spot, the deer kind of come down this fence line, and they always end up either going to my left or going to my right, and I always manage to pick wrong. There they are, going to my right. And once you have axis deer under 30 yards like these ones are, you're just kind of waiting for the bomb to go off and everything to blow up.
Exciting first morning action. Those deer walked right in on top of me. 4th time that exact thing has happened to me at this spot. I never get shots at them. Like, we're hunting obviously by the airport. You guys heard that plane. Every freaking year the deer come through when a plane flies over and they spook from the plane. Yeah, this place looks like a barn. So much tracks, it smells like a barn. But Eric put some moves on a really good buck this morning. Had a crack at it, didn't work out. Just kind of working down this side of the canyon now. We're gonna meet up over there somewhere. But... Ooh, EC with the smoke. Oh, I think you got her, dude.
That'll work, huh?
I think you hit her okay. That'll be perfect eater, bro. Yeah. Right in the freaking V, bro. They go nowhere when you hit them like that.
I'm surprised how long she stood here. God, they're so pretty.
So I only included this footage right here because I wanted you guys to see how close I was to dying. On my left is just a massive cliff, and then on my right is just a little drop off. But I got out here and the wind was blowing. I peeked over this edge and it was blowing like 100 miles an hour. And it literally almost pushed me right off that edge, and I was just stalled out here and didn't know which way to go. But that's it, wind was scary. So this was the next day, and I walked out and peeked over the edge of this canyon and saw this perfect little yearling doe about 42 yards below me, and here is what happened next. So I watched her tip over there in the center of the screen, and as I was watching her go down, I looked across the canyon and realized there was about 3 or 4 more deer. So I headed down to try to make a move on them. So right here, a doe steps out perfectly broadside at 45 yards and gives me a great look. smoked her.
She's gonna die.
All of a sudden I see another doe walk out from where she had just ran into. I didn't know if it was the same doe or another doe, but we can kill up to 6 a week, so I decided to let her fly again. Another decent shot.
I hit that one. I hit it twice. I think it's the same doe, but I'm not sure. The one ran off with my arrow hanging out, and then it came back, and I shot it again, I think. But maybe I shot two different ones, I don't know.
Little follow-up shot and we were all done. A follow-up arrow entered high and exited through the gut, so I probably won't show this one close up. It was kind of ugly. About dark, camera's about dead. Got the meat, got the bow. Wrap it up and get out of here.
EC's working on the other one up the hill.
All right, folks, so good day today. After doing all the butchering last night, I ended up sleeping in this morning, which was super needed. EC got after them. So we got our little butchering station set up here, and then I got most of the does cut up, and this is gonna be grind chunks. So we ended up shipping a grinder over here from Made with Meat, so it's supposed to be here in a day. We'll turn these into burger. These, I think, 3 bags right here. 1, 2, 3. And then the smaller one that I shot, we left the quarters whole, and we're gonna whole cook them and make them into tacos and grill them and stuff. So we're just kind of getting the packs ready, loaded up, and then we're gonna go out for the evening hunt. I'm pretty good shooting all those deer for the freezer. Shot 3 last night. All those ones are for the freezer. I want to find a buck.
As I was sneaking down into the canyon, I saw deer moving in front of me. It was more does. I sent a text to the group chat and asked if people wanted to eat more deer, and they responded yes. So I decided to take the shot.
I was only gonna hunt bucks, but 35 yards broadside, just standing there, like, I hammered her good. I shot her right. She dropped, which is good because my arrow was sinking into heart, and it went, I think it went shoulder blade. I could see my fletches sticking out behind her shoulder, so she should be in trouble. Got down here and found my arrow. It's got good blood all the way. Bunch of blood right there on the ground.
As I was trailing this doe, I looked off the hill and saw a few more down below me. It was a long shot, about 60 yards, but the deer had no idea I was there.
She hit.
I heard the arrow hit bone, and I knew that this doe was in trouble, so I ran down to get her recovered quickly.
Unreal. I can't believe that. Shot her from up there. When they're warm like this, super easy to skin them. Just pull the quarters out of them. Down there, wrapped up in a game bag and a tarp,
remains of the doe. I'm gonna try to find this other one on the way out.
Jeez, I smoked that doe. That's what they do. They go hide. It's a heart shotter. Freaking beautiful big doe.
So this day I was stalking in on a big buck that was over on that hill, and as I was walking through these dead trees, I noticed a deer feeding about 20 yards in front of me.
All right. Another eater right there. All right, so this is our last night on the field guy. We're flying out of here tomorrow. We're going to Maui to catch up with the all-in team for our giveaway. So far, I'm up to 7 does that I've got on this trip. I think I had, actually it's 8 and 1 that I couldn't recover, so 9 I've shot. Sent a lot of people home with meat and taken a lot of meat home for myself, but the goal tonight is to try to kill a big buck. I've been just happy enough shooting does this trip and working on my bow hunting skills and trying to get in range and make good shots. And tonight, I mean, who knows, I could in any moment shoot a doe if she gives me an easy look, but really like to get a buck tonight. So I could have smoked it through the brush right there at 20 yards. I thought about it. Luckily it ran off. It didn't stand around long enough. I rolled down to 20. I turned on the camera, and that's like that's a pretty young fawn, but out here it's like literally we eat them all. So wild. I could have killed him.
Beautiful night. Look at this. Unreal. Colors are just starting to fade. Just had to stop up here and check it out because holy cow, what a beautiful place this is. I'm so grateful. So grateful to be here and to have been here for a couple weeks with good friends. Meet some new friends and reconnect with some old friends. It's been wonderful. No buck tonight. Did see a couple. Even flung one long shot at a doe. But doesn't always happen. That's okay. I have a good feeling I'll get a buck killed next week with the all-in crew. And I'm excited for that. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure did. A few weeks in Hawaii. So I also did end up killing a great big buck on Maui, but Eric has the footage for it, and I just called it and tried to get it, and apparently somebody else has it because they're doing some editing for him, but I'll get it. I'll get it back from Eric, and I'll show you guys my big buck on another video because I killed a smoker. I did want to show you guys this kind of in the way of a product highlight. So this is the G5. This is the T2 broadhead. And this is the broadhead that I was using in Hawaii, and it is absolutely lethal. In fact, this broadhead right here killed 4 deer, this one broadhead, and the last time I shot it in the rocks, and then it ceased to close because the blades are bent. But these things are lethal, and I'm going to hunt everything with these this year. They're semi-new from G5, but they are just tension clipped in there. The blades catch kind of on these ears on the front, and they are a rear deploy. They just pop out, and they have a really good size cut on them. So just wanted to say that's a killer broadhead. I'm going to shoot everything with that from now on. Well, I think that's going to wrap it for this video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. As of right now, I'm throwing all my gear in my pack, and I'm headed south to go and try and kill an elk. I will make a video about that and show it to you guys. I have another Shed Show episode. It's ready to go with some other hunts that we've been on, so stoked to share that with you guys. Got Alaska coming up, so don't miss these episodes. They're coming every Saturday. If you're new, appreciate you subscribing to the channel or commenting, liking the video. That helps me kind of get these out there a little bit better. And if there's something that you want to see, something you're curious about in these videos, let me know. and I'll be happy to show them to you. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.